now we live in a time with a lot of troubles and trials. And the Bible also tells us about Paul went through a lot of troubles and trials in his life. He even had great afflictions. And there was time when he asked the Lord to take those afflictions away from him. But not only did the Lord not remove them, Jesus himself came down and spoke to Paul. And this is what he said in 2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And that's what this song is about. And as we go through all the troubles and trials in this life, we need to remember that his grace is sufficient for us. His grace is sufficient when I face the trials of life. His grace is sufficient through all earth's cares and strife. When I'm walking through the valley, he restores my soul. Yes, his grace is sufficient for me. As I travel life's highway, I may stumble and fall, but my Savior picks me up. If only I'll call, there's never a worry, a burden or care that my Jesus won't help me to bear. Though things happen in this life that I don't understand, still I know I can go on. Jesus holds my hand, though I'm all forsaken and friends they don't care, still my Jesus will always be there. His grace is sufficient when I face the trials of life. His grace is sufficient through all earth's cares and strife. When I'm walking through the valley, he restores my soul. Yes, his grace is sufficient for me. When my soul is discouraged, I've a hope in God's Son, for his word has promised me victory has been won, for Jesus will come back and he'll carry me up to heaven for eternity. His grace is sufficient when I face the trials of life. His grace is sufficient through all earth's cares and strife. When I'm walking through the valley, he restores my soul. Yes, his grace is sufficient.